guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're watching Battlestar Galactica. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are watching episode 11 of season 4 of Battlestar Galactica. I had to take a deep breath in between all of that because the last episode left me breathless, befuddled, just it pulled the rug out from underneath me. I think we all felt that way about that episode. You know, I think there are a couple questions that we were asking ourselves at the end of that. Why were we not asking what Earth was even going to look like when we got there? And I think I had a couple different times, but I was just like, oh, when they reach Earth, who are they going to see? Is it going to be dinosaurs? Is it going to be like people in ancient times? Is it going to be far off in the future? Is it going to be the current time that we are sitting in? It never occurred to me that it would be post-apocalyptic and that the third colony would be destroyed and that they would be led to a place that is radiated and suffering just like all of the other places they have just left. Well, not just left, 3 years ago. So they're dreaming of an Earth that probably looked like Caprica beforehand. It looked like Geminon beforehand. And because that's what they want to find is a place that's like that. Not what they did find, which was utterly destroyed. And as an Earth human, yep, that's definitely the future that we could possibly have in front of us. Not shocked, but I was kind of like Gata could see that like the constellations matched up, and they don't show it. So like the assumption is that they didn't do it, which is like radio down or search for life or scan the place. And maybe they did, and they were prepared to see this, and they were just equally disappointed when they got there. I don't know, all the looks. And it was like such smart filmmaking is to just show their faces. You know, Admiral Adama throwing down the Earth and just saying, Earth, you know. Actually, I don't think he did. Did he? No, I can't remember. I do know that obviously Laura says Earth. But like he throws it down after you see the Geiger meter like light up. And is it a Geiger meter? Damn it. I don't know. I don't search for radiated materials, but I'm pretty sure that's what that is. That gauges radiation. As much as I love science, do I love memories? No, apparently not, because I don't keep them. Anyway, so, I mean, everyone's face, Deanna looking bewildered, Gaius looking sad, like he's leading all these people on this religious crusade, and he's like, here's the promised land, enjoy junk. I think the people that we are witnessing are the ones that had expectations of something great. You know, of course you see Starbuck, who's probably thinking like, I was so intent on leading people here, and this is where I brought them. You know, and even Chief like had kind of like that like little grin on his face, almost not grin of like happiness, but just kind of like, yeah, dems to breaks. The man who gets the shit end of the stick all the time absolutely was prepared for this in his mind of going like, yeah, that's about right. But what do they do now? Why were they led here? And like, I think that's the question we were all asking ourselves. You know, just ultimately it was just like, why were all these prophecies like leading us to this point? All of this magnetism that we had of Starbuck, you know, being able to turn on the Viper and know that like that was leading us to Earth, and like, you know, obviously her coming back in the new Viper, and like, what is all of that? Why did that happen? Why are they here together? And I'm personally of the thing is just like, okay, let's go team. Let's get our hands dirty. Let's figure this shit out. Let's do it together. Do I think that's going to happen? No. Do I think they're going to be united? No. Do I think that there's other things to maybe worry about now that they're on Earth? Yes. There could be, you know, like we saw people that were like still living on Caprica. There could be secret bunkers of humans still living on Earth that are ready to, you know, shoot. And they probably know what certain Cylons look like. So maybe, I'm not saying the Cylons caused this, because that's presumptive, but, you know, there's 12 other instances of evidence that we could use to say, like, yeah, you guys probably did this too. But we don't know that for sure. We don't know what really happened. We do know that they left the 13th colony, and this is probably why. But the whole question of why we're here, why we were brought together, why we were led to this place with these people, with this group, who's the final freaking Cylon? Deanna she's got just an ace in the hole that she's waiting to play. And I don't know, like, maybe like I'm trying to think of like who it could possibly be. I don't know. I've guessed like the entire cast at this point. Like if it's not like a Rosalind wearing like, an amazing wig and everything, like, like it would be great if she were the final one, but I think Deanna messing with her means she's not the final one, but like I'm just like, who could it be? Rosalind's still dying. She still has cancer. Where's the place you want to be when you have cancer? It is not an irradiated planet. Just saying. I don't know what their next move is here, and I don't know what the thought process is of all these people, especially because not only did we finally reach Earth, we finally reached our goal, and it wasn't what we thought it was going to be, and oh shit, what do we do now? But then the people that we're used to leaning on, we've also just found out are Cylons. Starbuck, like just learning that Anders is a Cylon. She said she'd put a bullet in his head. Everybody learning about Chief. I don't know where Boomer is, and I don't know if we're done with the other Cylons from the Civil War. They might be coming in to try to kill everybody else. I'm not sure. But like wherever Boomer is, do Boomer and Chief make it? Chief has to have something good. Like now he is a single father of a half Cylon, probably ostracized from all of his friends because now he is Chief Cylon. Just poor guy. Poor guy gets the shit end of the stick every time. Frack. And of course Tori, like she's very much done with Rosalind, and she really embraced her Cylon side, but I feel like there was still a piece of her that really loved and cared about Rosalind and their friendship and this bond that they had. And like, that's done. That's over with. Rosalind now has, shown love towards, I almost said President Adama, wrong Adama, but towards Admiral Adama. And I think Lee, is kind of like her surrogate son a little bit. And like she now, like, I don't want to say cares about Gaius, but she did save Gaius's life. I think that like she's like, opening herself up after her jumps with Alosha. And, I think her really being able to truly love and express that before she dies is such a beautiful thing. Being closed off and saving people from those emotions. Like I said, like there are things that trigger me, but I think that it's beautiful because I know that I can feel those things and it helps me through it. And, her opening herself up to, expressing love, feeling love, and all those things, like that can only make people, I don't know, I don't want to say make them better, but like it can only create a bigger sense of love in their heart. So when they do love again, it's always going to be bigger and better because of that love that they experienced with you. And I don't want that to happen. I mean, I do want it to happen because I think this show, where there is some jumps in reality, the real thing here is like cancer is real, and the experience of going through it is real, and the experience of everybody else around you going through it is very real. And to have like some, plot device that saves her life, like a Cylon baby, that was great back then. But like now I think we have to kind of face the music. And I'm looking forward to seeing the performances that we get when that happens. Now, obviously, the person I've left for last is Admiral Adama. And Saul. That was not only a beautiful performance that we got from Eddie, but, also what we get from Michael Hogan. Those two together are just fantastic, and you really buy their friendship and their love for each other and the brotherhood that they have created for each other. And, the sense of trust that was broken in that moment, but also I think made, because Ty saying, space me, do it, like there's no way for him to be brought back. Like he can't be downloaded. Hub's gone. like if it's a way to save everybody else, he's willing to give up his life. If it makes Bill's life easier to have him gone, he's willing to do that. Like that is true love. That is absolute true love. And I don't mean like you have to sacrifice yourself in order to show that, but like that's the way he knows how to show it. And especially to somebody like Admiral Adama, who very much would see it that way, I think. They don't have the normal expressions of love, but they do have that bond. And I'm hoping that, I don't think that there's going to be like this, handshake. Let's have our secret handshake now that you're revealed as a Cylon, like unity, like I don't think that's going to happen. I think that there's definitely going to be some hurt feelings. There is going to be a lot of work that needs to be done. And there is definitely some pain that I think we're going to feel. Now, I do know that I think this episode was filmed before the strike. So I'm planning on trying to watch a couple of them together. I've gotten suggestions to watch certain ones together. So I'm definitely going to do that. The finale, I think I'm going to have to set a whole day aside, get some ibuprofen for the headache, probably from crying. And make sure I'm well hydrated. But I'm expecting there to be kind of a difference in between episodes because there was such a big break in between. But I don't think that will take away from the story at all. But I think just knowing that in the back of my mind prepares me if there's any like weird changes or like stuff looks different, feels different, or whatever. If not, great. Seamless. We love it. We love to see it. But guys, I am very nervous, but very excited to get into this episode because I think it's going to hurt. I don't think I'm going to like it. I think I might love it, but I think I'm also going to hate it. And that, in a nutshell, describes Battlestar Galactica. Oh my God, I fucking love it, but dear God, it hates me. I think it hates me. It hates me. It wants to hurt me. It wants to hurt me all the time. It does a good job. And I come back for more. So guys, with that being said, let's get into it.
Previously on Battlestar Galactica. I don't know what to make of you.
Oh, Dee!
I'm having trouble accepting this.
We have to push forward.
I hope he leans on her a little bit. She's such a good person. Yeah, that look right there. But where did they land? Like where where is that? What you doing, Gaius? Should you there's radiation in the dirt. I don't know if you should put that water on your hands or drink it.
We're just gonna stay the same all over the planet. No answers to our hails. No signs of human life.
Jeez.
It's the same report we got from Mars.
Really? No one? She's just hanging out with Leoben now? I guess.
Low-level radiation. Definitely in the water and the food chain. Better put word out not to eat or drink anything down here.
Yeah, Dee was like face first in that water. Could we like...
Baltar just confirmed it. The planet was nuked about 2,000 years ago.
Squares with what our teams have been finding all over the planet.
Jesus.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah. There's gotta be a reason though. Dee, will you stop touching everything? You're driving me crazy, girl. That's heartbreaking. I'm sorry, girl.
Just don't give up. Just don't fall apart. Just don't.
Easy, Dee. Take it easy.
I'd imagine waiting for that moment for as long as they have for it to just be like that. Falling apart is absolutely something you should be able to do. Oh, what news to like tell everyone? How do you find the words? How do you find the words? Yeah. That's about it.
Madam President,
Yeah. You get to take a lot of like the victory rah-rahs, but when it's something like this, yeesh.
You will find out everything in good time!
Prepared statement is what you need. I mean, is it okay for them to be breathing the air? Like they're ruffling up things, like I don't know, The Last of Us messed me up.
Standard on all aircraft, part of our inertial nav system.
Okay. There's obviously a war.
757 NC.
Am I supposed to know that? You guys told me about the Star Trek one and I missed it.
Kara, what is it?
Wait, was that hers? Was that her Viper?
The number on my ship is 8757NC.
So she crashed here and they gave her a new one? How is that possible? Who gave her a new one? Who's they? I have no idea. No.
Appreciate it, D.
Oh, you kidding? I look forward to this. I look forward to this. Bye, baby.
Now, she just touched a bunch of radiated stuff. She's not going to give the radiated toy to Hera, right?
Hey, over here.
Bones? Oh, God.
What is it?
I would love to find dinosaurs. Dinosaur bones, not human remains. Oh.
Centurions.
Similar, but they're not one of ours.
Are they the older
I've
type?
never seen this design.
And then the machines rose up and killed their masters.
Well,
That's what we thought. Until we tested the bones.
250 skeletons so far, using our protocols.
The results are conclusive.
What's your point? They're not human. They're Cylon.
are they all the same model?
The 13th tribe was silent.
Oh. Well, I didn't expect that. I thought maybe they were living in harmony with humans. Chief, what you gonna find there? What are you seeing? I know there's something on the rock. What are you looking at? Is it like the Eye of Jupiter kind of thing? Are you gonna? Oh, I've seen Outlander. Don't touch that wall. Oh my God! Is this him on Earth?
If my Viper splattered all over this planet, then who flew it here? And
Yeah.
what the hell did I fly back to Galactica?
Yeah.
Maybe it's better off not knowing.
Oh, shut up, Leoben.
There were some good times for us, weren't there? On Pegasus.
I remember what you told me. We had to keep the human race going. And you did.
Sure did.
No, we did. I couldn't have done it without you, Dee.
You will this time, too. Tell them the truth.
Yeah, it's a disaster.
That's what people need to hear, and you're the one they need to hear it from.
Yep. Rosalind is incapable of doing so right now. I love that moment. She's struggling though, I
Would
think,
you,
still.
I was gonna grab a drink around 1900.
It's a date.
Oh. Aw. If they end up back together, I'd be very happy about that. Is that her seat? Please don't let there be a body in there. Oh, God. Oh, Starbuck. What the hell are you? The hair wouldn't be there, but here we are.
If you've got an explanation for this, now's the time.
I don't have one.
Oh, seeing him shocked is something.
Your hybrid told me something.
Uh-huh.
Said that I was the harbinger of death. That I would lead us all to our end.
Oh, well,
Told you
yeah,
that.
she did say that.
Is it true?
Oh, now you don't want to talk? Come back
If
here.
that's me lying there, then what am I?
You coward, come back.
What am I?
That's what I want to know. Ew. Is she gonna tell anybody about this?
What am I?
Hasn't she been through enough? Is Anders gonna see life on Earth? What is this? What are we looking at? Is it a guitar?
Swear that's not to falsely now. Because the hour's getting late.
Okay. Where are you going? Wait, why are you running? Come back. Explain.
That song that switched us on, I played it for a woman I loved.
I remember.
Was it her? Gross.
You played it for all of us.
Oh.
That was me. We died in a Holocaust.
Oh. Oh, Rosalind, calm the hell down. I think there's a better way to handle this. You're a teacher, you're burning a book. Come on.
You're the one who made me believe in
You
this.
shouldn't have listened to me. You should have held your ground and kept fighting. Because I was wrong. I was wrong about everything.
You were wrong about what you thought Earth was going to be. You might not be wrong about anything. I get that she thinks that she failed, but like, you did exactly what you were supposed to do, which was lead the people to Earth. That's what you did. She's getting rid of the body? I don't blame her. I mean, people already had an issue with her when she came back before, like realizing that she's actually dead. I am eagerly anticipating this explanation because that's whack. The people that have been traumatized in this show just keep getting more, and it's a lot.
We are now free to go where we want to go, be who we want to be.
I love that.
I'm so proud.
I think I managed to stall a full-scale panic, but I got no idea what to do next.
Yeah, it's always the thing. I believe in you, Lee. Oh. Oh. Come on, husband. Gonna throw a boot outside? Nope. Okay. Good for you, buddy. She's a good one.
What?
You're glowing.
Mm-hmm.
Am I?
Can you be happy for her?
I just want to hang on to this feeling for as long as I can.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that.
Sometimes I don't even remember that's me. So long ago.
Is that the necklace she found on the beach? She found a necklace or a compass? Ah!
No. 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 No.
It's gonna be okay.
We need a medic.
She's gonna be okay.
She's not gonna be okay! Oh my god!
We need a medic.
God, Lee, I'm so sorry.
She kissed me goodnight 45 minutes ago, and there was joy in her eyes.
Remember her that way. God.
No.
Yeah, good for you, Lee. You okay, Gata? God. I don't think you really needed to see that, sir.
What did you do? I let everybody down.
No, you didn't. You were keeping people alive.
Give me your sidearm. Frickin' now.
What are you doing?
Keep it loaded. Listen.
What are you doing? What are you doing, Bill? Please don't do this. Bill, don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do this. I don't think this is a good idea, Bill.
Sit down, Cylon. Looks like you've got a head start on me, Bill. Frack you. You got no guts. You're a fracking machine.
I no longer think that's true.
I was your friend because I chose to be. I wanted to be. You know, Helen was smarter than I gave her credit for. Don't go there, Bill.
Yeah, don't go there, Bill.
She knew from the beginning that there was something wrong with you. What? That's why she went around fracking half the clones.
Stop!
I will.
You guys, stop. Stop.
That's why you came here.
Because he can't do it himself.
This. I'm sorry, Bill. This is one time I can't help you.
He knew what buttons to push. Oh, I'm so proud of Ty. I'm so proud of Ty to see what was going on.
How is putting a bullet in your head gonna help Dee? It sure as frack isn't gonna help all the others who are thinking about doing the same goddamn thing.
Yep.
What are they gonna do without the old man here to lead them?
Lead them where?
Forward. Whatever that looks like. No. Oh. I'm sorry, Lee. I'm so sorry, Lee. Frack Earth. Yeah. I feel that.
Find me the closest GF or K class star system. Get the Cylon base ship on the horn. See if our new allies want to come along for the ride.
Okay. What are we looking for?
The 13 tribes of Koval stood exactly on the same spot that we are right now. Their planet was a graveyard. They needed a home. So they set out with nothing but their ships and their guts. And the 13 succeeded. We will find a new home. This is a promise I intend to keep.
Good for you, Bill.
You'd better get back to your ship. The fleet is about to jump.
No, I'm not going.
You're gonna stay by yourself?
You know, all this is just gonna happen again and again. So I'm getting off this merry-go-round.
I don't think that's a
I'm
great
gonna die
idea.
here with the bones of my ancestors, and it beats the hell out of being out there with Cal.
True. What? What? What are you doing? Ty, what are you doing? Is he gonna have a memory of Earth? Oh God, I don't want anything to happen to him.
It's okay. Everything's in place. We'll be reborn. Again.
So is this not the original Ty?
Ellen, you're the fifth.
Oh God, I totally missed that. I knew it! The second that lady, the second she got off the Galactica, I was like, bitch, a Cylon. Oh! So much happened. Okay, yeah, Ellen's the fifth. Yeah, she was on my list, first of all, and I was... Although I didn't give much of an explanation other than that bitch definitely a Cylon. I totally missed when she said we'd be reborn. For some reason, I was thinking 6. I don't know why. Like, I knew it was Ellen. I was thinking that it was like 6. And that's why he was seeing Ellen on 6. Oh, God. I done tied myself, and I was looking at the wrong Cylon. Oh, my God. Okay, well. Well, does that mean that he killed her and that, like, she's... Because we haven't seen any duplicates of these. So if they are the 5... Well, now I'm confused. Because, like, Tori, who cares? But, like, I mean, not, like, who cares? But, like, mildly, who cares? Right? Anders, like, with the guitar in the song. And he sang it for everybody, apparently. Chief's imprint on the wall of, like, the nuclear blast. So to me, they died. But were they resurrected? Like, was that technology already there when the war broke out? Because I feel like Chief died. And it seems like Saul died with Ellen. So maybe maybe they can be resurrected and downloaded. I don't know. I knew that bitch was a Cylon. Oh, and you know what? Kate Vernon is a fantastic actress. So if we get more of that, awesome. I expected to be emotionally destroyed, and I thought it was definitely going to be when, Bill and Saul are talking. Bill's essentially trying to get Saul to kill him because he can't do it himself. That's good because that definitely, means he probably doesn't want to do it. And taking that out of his hands and having somebody else do it, at least, but I think it'd be a lot easier to have Saul do it because he's a Cylon and people would definitely think that they just got into a fight, not that, Adama's like asking him to do this or forcing him to do this. I thought that was probably going to be the thing that would emotionally broke me. I definitely would have thought that Laura kind of giving up and not being able to communicate what she saw on Earth to everybody. She's this leader and she's at a loss of words because everything that she has imagined or everything that was prophesized. I think, it's managing of expectations because if you build something up enough, it's going to let you down no matter what. And they have idealized Earth as like what Caprica used to be, what Gemini used to be, what all these other places used to be. And instead, it's exactly like what they are now, and that they had their own Cylon uprising, and that it was a planet of Cylons. Couldn't have called that. I thought for sure it was already a place where Cylons and humans lived together and in harmony, and it was a whole planet of Cylons. Just goes to show, you don't put the machines in charge, and if you are going to make them, I don't want to say slaves, because that's no good. But if you're gonna have machines do the majority of the work, make sure they're unionized, that they're paid well, that they're they get time off, vacation pay, maternity leave if they're having babies. I mean, I'm just saying that it seems to be that they create these machines so technologically savvy that they are able to become aware. And when they become aware, Skynet. So, yeah, didn't expect that, didn't see that. That was amazing. Obviously, Starbuck being dead. Explain that, Leoben. Explain that. He's often a man who has answers, and although very cryptic, his, I don't know, was very, very just black and white. He does not know. That's wild. And I would say that I can't explain it. And I was just like, well, then who gave her the ship? How did they make a copy of her? How is that even possible? And who's they? Who's they? God. Oh, what a mindfuck that was. And I do understand her getting rid of the body, burning the body, giving it a proper funeral. I don't think that she's necessarily hiding evidence, but she's also not being very forthcoming with hey, I can't explain this. Help. And, her going to Lee. And I feel very fully prepared to tell him the truth at the worst possible time. So, D, I didn't see that coming. That is heartbreaking. And I understand her whole thought process with it. They went through something very traumatic, having all of their home worlds destroyed by Cylons. They've been on this journey where they've had a new home world, a new home ship. They've lost that. They have gone through times of happiness over and over just to have it snuffed out very quickly. And to have their hopes just raised that high that this was it. This was the end of the journey. And then they could finally have a life. And the prospect of that being gone and having to continue on in that journey. Now, I really don't like that for her character. I really loved her character. When we did get to have her on screen, she definitely was very captivating, and she really owned her portion of a scene. It's really sad to see an actress of her caliber gone, and that's kind of how I felt about Kate Vernon too, back on New Caprica, because I was just like, oh my God, I feel like there's way more Ellen's story to tell, and I feel like there's still more Dee's story to tell, and that's just upsetting for Lee, upsetting for Admiral Adama, Gaeta, who was just talking to her, and having to go back in and see her in the and she's not the only one who feels that way. You saw Frack Earth and people just kind of abandoning posts on Galactica, just kind of giving up, they're upset about this thing that they'd been dreaming about, that everybody had all these high hopes for, and like I said, idealized to the point that it was, unmanaged expectations. It was going to be a paradise and utter freedom, that there were going to be other humans, and there was going to be this welcoming party, and just all these things that you could possibly think of in your mind going to a new world. I think that if we wanted to go to a planet and visit a planet that has life on it, You know, that like we would hope that we'd be welcomed with open arms, that it wouldn't be the old earth shoot first mentality, that, you know, like we'd get along and that like they could teach us things and we could teach them things. And, you know, like, let's see, I don't even know what music was playing 50 years ago, but like, yeah, they're probably like, you know, like starting to get like Nirvana radio waves, you know, like they're like, Smells Like Teen Spirit is awesome. And, you know, that's what you want. That's what you hope for. It's best case scenario. We're all friends. We all like and love each other and get along. And, you know, it's hugs and, you know, welcome to Zigzar or whatever planet we're going to make up. And, you know, ultimately, I think that you create that because the sense of hope for something that is doomed or this thing that's looming that is dark and you don't know is really scary. So you create something that gives you hope. And in actuality, it's never going to be as good as you dreamt it to be. It will probably never be as bad as you possibly think it could be. But definitely the middle still sucks. Somewhere in the middle always sucks. The average thought is not great. Oh man, I feel so bad for Dee. And I was more worried about her touching like the water and like the irradiated soil. And I was like, oh my gosh, like she's going to get radiation poisoning. She's going to die. Like in my head, I was like, she's going to die from that. I did not think she'd take her own life. And that was an absolute shock. Man, I could just stand here and just stare and think about that for a while. Now, obviously, Deanna wanting to stay behind. I was like, well, she knows what the last Cylon is. We can't have that. And I get her not wanting to go up there and have Cavill running around because Cavill he's a piece. Oh my God, Dean Stockwell does such a great job making me hate Cavill. But like, you know, her like sticking around also is just like, yeah, that's the letting the stream take you out to the ocean. You know, it's a different way to deal with things, but it is in fact giving up. And I thought for a second, Ty, I don't know if Ty was being called out there or if he was also going to do the same thing, because that just seems like out of character for this episode. Like what a difference Saul Ty is. Gosh, I hated that guy. I hated that guy in season 1. Oh my God, I despised him. And now I'm just like, nothing better happened to him. Nothing, absolutely nothing better happened to him. What a shock. Oh my gosh. There's so many things about this that is absolutely shocking. And I guess now we are going to the nearest star system. With Cylons in tow. I don't know what that means necessarily. I don't know when we jump, if we're jumping, like obviously we're going to new places, but I don't know if we're jumping and we're going to like the Milky Way. Like, are we still in that galaxy? Like, are we changing galaxies, or like, I don't know. Are they plotting? Because to me, it's like they're plotting new courses and creating new maps of places and finding, I don't want to say finding star systems, but they are finding star systems. Maybe there's a roadmap to where everybody went. You know, maybe there's a place where there is a civilization of Cylons. I almost said humans. Earthlings? Fuck. Yeah, maybe there is. Maybe there is. And you know, we still have to worry about Cavill. So I know that our space shit isn't quite over yet, and I can't wait for Cavill to get his, if that happens. I don't know. He might also want to live in harmony with people. Doubt it. Highly doubt it. Yeah, wow. So guys, if you want to watch the full-length reaction to this episode, it will be available on my Patreon, where I'm just going like the whole time. But in the meantime, like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Definitely, what did you think of Dee? I think that is ultimately the most shocking, heartbreaking thing that I've witnessed on this show. Like, we've seen people get spaced. We've seen, you know, some pretty tough things. But I think, you know, a character such as Dee and a woman that is strong in character as Dee taking her own life is absolutely devastating. And it just shows you can only take so much. I wish she had someone to lean on, or, I wish they had help through those moments. And unfortunately she didn't. But what'd you think about the Bill Tie scene with the glasses and guns? Because gosh darn, that was something. I will say this is that Eddie, like, he sometimes it feels like he's not even playing Admiral Adama. And then I know it's just an extension of him, but like things that we haven't seen in him at that like weak moment, we haven't seen that before. He's trying to comfort Rosalind. He wanted to comfort Lee, and probably the only way that he possibly could in that moment, which was to have a drink, which is not a great idea. And he needed comfort himself, and the only way that he thought that he could do that was to have Ty shoot him. The whole scene was just amazing. But what did you guys think of that? Because I personally was like, I am so proud of Saul. Him seeing what was happening, him not being the typical Ty where he's wasted and not wanting to deal with reality. I think he's taken a little bit of the edge off, but like he's just like, no, we're not doing this. Both of them walking into CIC together, I thought was absolutely wonderful and gorgeous. But like Starbuck being dead. What? How's that even possible? Unless she's a Cylon. Maybe we're all Cylons and we just think we're humans. I don't know. What's a human? Who knows? Frick. Oh man, what a show. What a show. I'm really looking forward to the next one. Just guys, in general, what did you think of this episode and Ellen? I fucking knew it. I knew it. The second I saw her, I was like, Cylon. Yep. But to be fair, I have said that about almost every single person on the show. But like, I definitely was like, oh yeah, definitely. I will say though, I gave up the idea of her being the final one. Yeah, I definitely gave up that idea like a while back. And then they brought her back and like he was like seeing 6 and like knowing he was a Cylon, I was like, is it possible? And then I was just like, no, because she's dead. And like if she died, she would have been I always want to say reborn. But she would have been downloaded again. And nope. Well, that'll be interesting. I'm really looking forward to seeing more of that. But guys, I'm going to go stare out a window and eat some avocado toast and then really think about what it is that I just watched. Okay, guys. I'll see ya.